It's the TT video. You have become a member. Thank you for becoming a member. And we now summarize the campaign that I ran, which is 3 runs. So it's a bit, well, I'll probably go through all 3, I guess, in one go. Anyway, thanks for becoming a member. And here is the tactics and templates video. Anyway, very first of all was a very standard template where I went with this, which is the beginning template. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Out of the cost effectiveness factor, skill factor, and overall effectiveness, just full stop, this was the best one. I know that the one with artillery did end up with a better date, which is the one I'm running right now. But overall, I think this one, for simplicity reasons and overall efficiency reasons, this was overall the best one. I think at the end of the day, if you knock out China within like a few months, I think you've won anyway. So I don't think you need to really bother. I just realized there's actually bicycles too. That could have been an option, right? Bicycles with a total soft attack of 39 versus 39, 29. It's a very small division. With engineers is a bit weird. Oh my goodness. Ring, ring. Bicycle. Yes. Overall, the horses were probably the worst because they were least cost effective and they did the less overall damage. One of the concerns you run into is breaking like river lines like this, and you need the stats. Breaking mountains, which you need the stats. And then there's also issues with low supply. The low supply issues are not much of a concern because the speed that you're moving. With horses, though, a lot of the terrain you run into tends to be the ones the horses move the slowest on. For instance, forests, you lose some speed. Actually, no, that's not speed. Mountains, you lose a little bit of speed. Actually, no, I think about it's just mountains. Interesting. Okay. I didn't think there was a bit more than that. Oh, interestingly enough, there's actually speed bonuses for the site. So it's actually more than 6.4 kilometers per hour because you're getting speed bonuses. 20. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, it's got engineers. I have been duped. Oh, no, the numbers are still big. Okay, so cyclists also are better because they got speed bonuses on different terrain types. Oh, they do have a river penalty, though. Okay, interesting. Yeah. I think if you want to just put me in a corner, put a gun to my head and say, what is the most optimal division? This would be it. Because you're getting a nice amount of soft attack bonus from the artillery. Plus you're taking advantage of the swarm factor. And you could get away with this with like 3 mils on artillery too. Definitely the way forward. When it comes down to the initial build though, this is perfect. Even if you went more into air with this, it won't make any difference. Because the only difference air makes is it kind of wins a long war of attrition. It doesn't necessarily just break front lines instantly when you go in for speed anyway. The spies were a complete waste of time, honestly. I have done this with one collab state, but it reduces surrender limit by 5% and it makes basically no difference whatsoever. Collab governments have been nerfed recently, so honestly, I would not recommend doing them. With the spies, with the intel advantage, I just don't think the bonus is worth it. You never get enough spy power to actually be able to take advantage of it, so it's just not worth it overall. Snaking to the front line was kind of the strat here. Basically taking these 2 cities basically is GG. But overall, there is another roadblock, and it's these 2. I seem to always get stuck here. Because what ends up happening, if you push from the north, that's a big river. That's a big penalty, so you struggle. So you end up to wrap around. And then pushing directly into them is a bit of a nightmare, too, because they're urban, which urban has quite a decent 30% attack penalty. So you have to kind of wrap around them and push in different directions to actually break into them. But eventually, that's the hardest bit you run into. There is an instance, which I did watch now, it's the Rambler video recently, that you do get to this mountain range in the center. You can see it kind of sweeps around here and rips around here. You can gonna get stuck here, and if you look closely, the supply here is terrible. Look at the difference. There's supply depots here, here, and here, but there's a big gaping hole here where there's no supply depots, and you have to take Chongqing here, or coming to get supply between the 2. Well, I can definitely justify there's some certain things you can do in this campaign that are definitely more effective than others. Line artillery, no. Horses, no. Shore bombardment, full enough, is a no as well. Just requires too much micro with the fuel importing and whatnot. It will help you a little bit around the corners because a 30% penalty reduction to defense is definitely a biggie. Probably would help you with the naval invasion too. Honestly, naval invasions, I wouldn't recommend it. It's extra micro you don't even need. This is a good place to land though, because if you look very closely, it's got this penalty. Can you see this? Minus 35% naval invasion defense. So basically landing here basically gives you an attack bonus, which is really weird, isn't it? It's almost like a slight demilitarization region that China has to have. They can get rid of it at the bottom of their focus tree, but I don't have the Chinese focus tree because China does not exist. It's been eaten. Yay. Also, the Mongol military government thing, yeah, that's definitely a plus. Making them a vassal in the game to just get rid of their front lines is definitely worth it. Yeah, I definitely would do that. If you do end up a war with them, you have to fight them over this front line, and they've got like a handful of divisions, which can just cause you to slow down just a little bit. 9 divisions. The Mongol levy. I've actually not even looked at their divisions. The Mongol Levy, Horses, and infantry. Okay, the Mongol Levy is not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I was waiting to get excited. Apart from that, boys, any questions? Let me know in the comments. Apart from that, thanks for becoming a member. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of extended edition. Not much to show, unfortunately. Sorry, because this is the template, and you pretty much saw that in the video anyway. Apart from that, have a good one.